Hello students, let's keep going with your homework. This is part 2. Unit 4, Lesson 2, Practice Problems, Part 2. And the problem says, Andre came up with the following puzzle. I am 3 years younger than my brother. I am 2 years older than my sister. My mom's age is 1 less than 3 times my brother's age. When you add all our ages, you get 87. What are our ages? Okay, there's 4 characters in this puzzle. There's Andre, his brother, his sister, and his mom. In the previous unit, you learned that we can solve number problems by using a variable for an unknown number. So in this case, let's say Andre's age is X. It's unknown. But his brother, he says, I am 3 years younger than my brother. So his brother's age is X plus 3. Because Andre's 3 years younger, so his brother is 3 years older than Andre. Andre says, I am 2 years older than my sister. So his sister's age is Andre's age minus 2. And then Andre says, my mom's age is 1 less than 3 times my brother's age. So 3 times his brother's age is 3 times X plus 3, but he says 1 less than 3 times his brother's age. Great. And finally, Andre tells us, when you add all our ages, you get 87. So we can add these up to get 87. We need to write an equation to help us. Add them up. It's x plus x plus 3 plus x minus 2 plus, and then for mom's age, I'm going to write this with the distributive property. 3 times x and 3 times 3. So that's plus 3 times x is 3x. And 3 times 3 is 9. And then don't forget this minus 1. All of those add up to 87. Now let's solve for x. What is Andre's age? Step 1, combine like terms. And that means get all the x's together. Okay, let's do that. We have x plus x plus x plus 3x. So that is 6x. And then let's combine all the numeric terms. Plus 3 minus 2 plus 9 minus 1. So 3 minus 2 is 1, plus 9 is 10, minus 1 is 9, so plus 9. And this equals 87. Okay, remember that we can subtract a quantity from the left side and subtract the same quantity from the right side, and the equation stays balanced. So I'm going to subtract 9 from each side because my goal is to get x by itself. I want to isolate the x. And you'll see why here at the end. So the goal is to isolate the x. So subtract 9 from the left side and from the right side. And we get 6x equals 87 minus 9 is 78. Yeah. Right, okay. Now, the next thing, remember I want to isolate the x. In other words, I want to get x all alone. Because then I can see x equals something. So I'm going to divide each side by 6 to get rid of this 6x. I'll divide each side by 6. Now, x equals 78 divided by 6. Dun, 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 dun. And you can do the math and you can tell me what x equals. When you tell me what x equals, then you know Andre's age. Uh-oh, was my paper off the camera? Sorry about that. I'm going to put it right here, okay? Go ahead and pause it, and I want you to follow along and do this on your own. You can listen again or whatever. Remember, you're going to solve and get what x equals, and that is Andre's age. Once you find Andre's age, then you know his brother's age, his sister's age, and you can find out his mother's age. Okay? Pause the video and make sure you do this math on your own paper. And then let me help you with number 9. Number 9 says these two lines are parallel. Write an equation for each line. So your answer is going to be an equation for each of these lines. In order to do this, you need to use the golden equation. Y equals mx plus b. Do you remember what these terms stand for? The m is the slope of the line, and the b is the y-intercept. You know that a linear equation uses this form, y equals mx plus b. Since they are parallel, you know that both lines have the same slope because they are parallel. So we only need to find the slope of one of the lines. Okay, so let me find 2 points that are easy to read on the graph, like this point right here and this point. They are both on crosshairs of the graph, so they are easy to read. And then I'm going to count rise over run. You remember Unit 3, right? And you remember that slope equals rise over run, which means the vertical change up divided by the horizontal change over. Also, we say change in y divided by change in x. You heard this over and over, didn't you? Okay, let's count it. Draw a slope triangle if it helps you. I will, just to help me see it. Okay, the rise is 1, 2, 3, 4 units up. And the run is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units over. So I know the slope is 4 over 5. Okay, so for the first line, here, the equation is y equals 4 over 5x, and I know that b is 0 because the y-intercept is 0. It crosses the origin. Okay, and then for the second line, what is the equation of the second line? Y equals, m is the slope, that's 4 over 5, times x, plus b, and b is the y-intercept. They show you the y-intercept right here. They give you the coordinates of this point. So put that in for your y-intercept, and then you have both equations needed in your homework. Good luck!